Welcome along to another video. I am that Cycling Chimp, and in this one my route is going to be a bit of an impromptu one based in central Scotland. I'm inviting every single one of you guys that's watching this to join me on this group ride as I cycle into the unknown. So if you're interested in how I got on today, or maybe you're new to the channel and you would just like to see Scotland by bike, you've came to the right place. So stick around, grab yourself a cuppa, kick back and relax, and let's get the show on the road. Today's adventure, I'm starting off in Glasgow City. The reason I've came up here today is it's a Lloyd's Tour of Britain, which is a women's race, and they're actually closing some of the city down. So I wanted to come up today to do some laps of the course once it was by, completely traffic free. I reached out on Instagram to see if anybody was wanting to cycle with me today, and I got a very interesting request. I was invited by a special guest, and that special guest is Alec. And he is the founder and member of the Ouija Wheelers Cycling Club in Glasgow. Now, it's a tale of two stories today. I've been invited to join the Ouija Wheelers Sunday social ride to Kilmacolm. Now, I've been to Kilmacolm before, but I've never travelled from the city out towards it. Once we've been there, we're going to start heading back to the city, and then we're going to do a couple of laps of the city centre. So I'm looking forward to that too. But first, I need to go and get suited up because I'm going to meet one or two of the cyclists at the Bells Bridge, which is just next to the BBC Scotland building, across the water from the Armadillo, Hydro and the Finnieston Crane. So let's go and get suited up and meet the guys. Well, that's me suited and booted. Time to go and meet today's team. I've never cycled in Glasgow in my life. I've no map whatsoever today, so I'm riding into the unknown. This is going to be good, but I think I know where I'm going. I've just been told to meet everybody at the Bells Bridge, so let's clip in and see how we go on today. Now that there is the Bells Bridge. That's pretty easy to find. I'm also a little bit early, so it gives me some time to warm up as well. The body of water in front of me is the Clyde, and across the road there is the Finnieston Crane and the Ovo Hydro as well. A lot of this has completely changed over the years, because I remember, and it wasn't that long ago, that a lot of this area was all kind of derelict and it was just a building site.
Good routes up here, up to the city.
Well, that's us safely navigated through the roads in Glasgow and Paisley. We're now on the cycle path from here all the way to Kilmacolm. There's four of us in the pack just now. We've got Claire, I think, that's behind me. Claire is originally from Paisley, but she actually stays in California now. And it's San Francisco, isn't it? Just close to San Francisco. We've got Alec coming up on the right hand side as well. Now Alec cycled quite a lot at San Francisco. And then at the back, I don't know if you can see him, we've got David. So we've got another couple of miles before we hit Kilmacolm yet, where we're going to pick up another two riders there. Hopefully get a coffee stop, something quick to eat, and then we'll head back into the city to see what's happening. Weather today, it's a little bit chilly and there's a little bit of a headwind going to Kilmacolm, but it's dry, that's the main thing. That's an absolutely fantastic cycle path. On you go. Boys. It looks as if I've got the first mechanical of the day. Someone's got a little puncture in their back tyre.
pressure.
Just exactly here.
Yeah, not too bad. You've only got 3 today, Alec.
You were well that day, I'm sure.
You just have to make a donation or something?
I gave them
Really nice bikes that everybody's got today. So David's got the Rebel bike, which looks like carbon fibre. Alec's riding the Tifosi. And Claire's riding a Ridley bike. I've not seen many Ridley bikes out and about in my travels, so it's quite nice to see one of them in the wild as well. A bit of luck, we'll get this puncture done and we'll get going. I've got a spare valve as well, just in case it's the valve that's away, because that's what I think could be a leaky valve. We'll wait and see. Hopefully that's us to clip in and get going again. Well, that's us stopped for our coffee in Kilmacolm. We've stopped at the Cairn Cafe. It's been a long time since I've been here, but they do an excellent mocha. £3.50, and it's a large one. As I said, it's been quite a long time since I've been in Kilmacolm, and I didn't know that there was a few famous people that stayed here. Jim Kerr from Simple Minds, and also there was a great pretender that stayed here as well, Chrissy Hyde from the Pretenders. 2 people I did not know used to reside in Kilmacolm. If you know anybody that stayed in Kilmacolm that's famous, let me know in the comments below. We've just picked up another 2 riders at the Cairn Cafe before we head back to the city. We've picked up Francois and Vicky, and they actually reside in the Isle of Bute. It's another great place that I like to go cycling from time to time. We're going to finish off our coffees, and then we're going to clip back in and start heading towards the city, and then we'll do some loops round about. It's been a great ride so far. Bit of a headwind coming out this way, so hopefully we'll have that tailwind on the way back. We've currently done about 30 kilometres for the city out here. So I'm going to finish my mocha, then we'll get going again. Well, that's the 6 of us clipped in and heading back towards the city. We're going to go via the golf course and pass one of 2 residential properties that Charles Rennie Mackintosh built, but we've decided just to come back on the cycle path again so that it's just a little bit less busy. So let's head back towards the big smoke and see what's going on. How are you getting on?
Nice route. If you don't know the route.
I do not know where I'm going. I just know that this takes us back to Glasgow.
Just being around the traffic is nice.
We're all good again, team's back together, we hadn't got lost. Heading through Paisley at the moment, back towards Glasgow. Alex told me we're going to take the Broomielaw to Glasgow Green, where the festivities are for the cycling festival we're going to. Paisley's not too bad.
St Mirren Football Club.
We'll edit some of that.
We come up to Glasgow.
Well, that's us done 50 kilometres and we're back at the Bells Bridge, just across from the Hydro in Finniston. We're going to use Broomielaw to get down to Glasgow Green just to see what the festivities are. And then we're going to hit a couple of laps of the city. Still a lot of fuel in the tank, so let's go and see if we can meet anybody that we know. That looked as if it was a RAF, a team car passing there, so we know we're going in the right direction. Earlier on you seen the BBC film studios a couple of doors down from it. We've got the STV studios.
It used to be the site of the Glasgow Garden Festival back in
I'm going to say 88.
You're probably right, yeah.
88. Looks as if the city's traffic free and open for some loops, so let's get clipped in and get round about.
Get up on Full Street, that was quite different.
Now this is really a fever dream. Just cycling round about the city, zero traffic, zero worries. You don't have to think about what's round about you. Well, cyclists you do, but absolutely brilliant. We're looking forward to see what's down at Glasgow Green. It's just great to see so many people out and about on their bikes and enjoying it. I'm certainly enjoying it. We had a great ride to Kilmacolm and back. And as I said, I've still got a lot in the tank left to go to get a couple of loops. It's just something I never thought I'd be able to do, is ride the streets of Glasgow with no traffic. It is just absolutely surreal. Wait. Oh no. Francois said a mechanical drop chain. He's also broke one of his cleats. So we're going to need to go to one of the cycling shops to get him a replacement. Hopefully they're going to be open. Oh, the famous King Tut's Wawa Hut. A notable live venue. Not too bad, Alec, isn't it?
Oh, we've done a mile.
Welcome to the east end of Glasgow, and we're just about to pass the Barras, which is in full swing.
There's a Dago, Alec, you look for Dago. Get a full outfit in there.
And just remember, if you go shopping there, there's no such thing as a counterfeit. Everything's stolen. And now I've entered Glasgow Green, where the People's Palace is just on the right hand side, and we're going to go and see if there's anybody there. Ho 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 ho! I just wondered where Alec was. There he is behind us. So we've stopped off at Billy Bislin's, just in the salt market, just down from the Tron Gate in Glasgow. Francois is getting in to get his cleat sorted out. He's actually getting new cleats because it's broken, and he's going to get his pedals sorted as well. Some really nice bikes in there. I've seen there's a lovely purple Kinesis one there. That is really nice. I've just found out there's another YouTube sensation that's going to turn up at Billy Bislin's at 2 o'clock. And I think one or two of the team that we're out with today is wanting to come back to meet them. We'll maybe do another lap of the city, then we'll come back. But it's just magic seeing everybody out on their bikes, enjoying it. On your left. We started off as 4 of us this morning. We picked up another 2 in Kilmacolm. Came back to Glasgow, and now we've got Peloton now riding with the Butte Wheelers. Some good conversation and good crack with them. Obviously they're talking about some sportifs that's coming up in the Isle of Butte, so watch this space. Nice riding with you.
Oh, got a few here.
So unfortunately we got to Billy Bislin's and we missed the YouTube sensation of Amy and her cycling adventures. So you're just going to have to put up with this legendary YouTuber for the moment. I'm doing one more loop. Going to head towards Glasgow Green once again to see if anyone's about. Give out some stickers to some fans, and then we're going to head back to base camp and back home. It's been an absolutely fantastic day today. Really good to get out with some more and different riders, just to see how different people ride in groups. It's been a learning experience as well. And it's good for networking. And I think I've got Francois behind me drafting. It's because I'm as aerodynamic as a block of flats here, Francois, isn't it? Oh. When I came back to Glasgow Green, I got to meet one person I wanted to meet for a long time, which was Kerry McPhee. Now, for those of you that maybe don't know who Kerry is, she's a really keen gravel rider, and she's curated hundreds of maps for Aberfoyle, or as it's known up here as gravel foil. So it was really nice of her to stop and speak to me for a couple of seconds, and I got a little photograph. So thanks very much for that, Kerry. Hope to see you out in the trails at some point. Anyway, I think I've lost Alec and some of the team, so I'm going to start heading back to base camp. The rain's starting as well, which isn't helping. So only about 3 or 4 clicks to the west. And that will conclude 77 kilometres of a great ride today. So let's get back to this car before it gets wet. Boys. Well, that's us got to the end of yet another video. I just want to thank you all for sticking around to the end. Got a couple of wee thank yous I want to say for today as I'm standing in front of the Finniston crane. First off, I want to thank all the riders that I rode with today, Vic and Two Wheels, Claire and Davey, but also Francois as well. It was really nice to meet you, and I will be looking out for your Isle of Bute Sportif later on in the year. I want to give a huge thanks to Alec, the Ouija Wheeler, for letting me come on a ride today. Even though it was a social one, it was still good, and we've got a lot of miles in the tank. I don't think it's going to be the last time you're going to see Alec on the channel as well, because he has got quite a lot of good routes, and he's got a few funny stories to tell as well. About to go back to base camp, get it sorted out and head back down to the coast. Hope to see you all in the next one, but in the meantime you can check out my last video up there, or you can check out previously on that Cycling Chimp, which are archive videos below. Until the next time guys, bye for now, and remember to pedal smart out there.